and welcome to the channel. Today we're in Sheffield again, having a look at another migrant facility which hasn't been widely documented. It is located at Regency House down at St Mary's Road in Sheffield, and it previously operated as student accommodation, providing rooms for approximately 75 students, and it stood empty from around 2019. In late 2020, planning applications were submitted. I'll put a link to that in the description and a screenshot of it on the screen, seeking approval to convert the building from a student housing into a short-term asylum hostel. This overflow initial accommodation would host asylum seekers for 4 to 6 weeks, especially when the Wakefield facility was full. By February 2021, the council had approved the change. The site would accommodate up to 105 people, a mix of families and individuals, and include communal facilities such as classrooms, a courtyard, laundry, teaching spaces and secure entrances. It would also be staffed 24/7 with welfare support and CCTV, though made to look indistinct to the public with no signage. Mears Limited and Hencap Housing Properties were contracted by the Home Office to operate the site. The intention was to decongest Wakefield's urban house and provide a more controlled, safe environment than hotels or shared housing. A company site listing later still presents Regency House as student accommodation, suggesting that the branding backdrops may remain in place even though the use has changed. So I'm going to walk in. I've got my high vis on today, and we're going to cover the camera up and ask to go to reception and inquire about the student accommodation. So I'm going to cover the camera up now with the high vis and walk down and try and gain access to see if there's any signages inside. Right, we are just outside. I'm going to try and go in and ask to see where reception is. Hello? Hiya, is this Regency House?
Yeah.
Is reception anywhere that I can just go have a quick chat with?
Yeah, can I see your ID if you don't mind? Yes, you can.
Thank you. Right, so because there's no visual off the camera, because it's under my high vis, I've got my arm resting over the camera so you can't see the bulge on my chest. So I just rang the buzzer, heard the beep, and the security guard asked me for ID. And I just had basically a blank card with my picture on, and I just showed her that, and she said yes, that is fine. This still student accommodation? This still student accommodation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry?
This still student accommodation? Hiya. Hi, is this still student accommodation? Right, so I've just paused the video here when I've walked into the reception area. We've got 2 members of staff, this one and this one, just in the office, and then I inquire if it's student accommodation. We've got one of the residents here, and I'm not sure if this guy here is one of the residents either, or if he's just another member of staff. But this gentleman here, you see my cursor over his face, he's actually a plainclothes police officer, which we find out in 1 second. Here?
No, who are you? Sorry.
I just don't remember the public walking past, just intrigued, seeing what's going on.
Come on, don't, you can't come in, sorry.
Can I just have a quick look at the notice board?
No, you absolutely cannot. Come on, excuse me.
Okay.
Thank you.
So as I'm being ushered out very, very quickly, there was this sign on the door which I've just paused and zoomed in on, where it says preparing for an asylum decision. I turn around to look at that picture, and the woman covers it up very quickly, so I cannot read it.
Thank you very much for your time. That's it. Thank you. Take care.
So is it an asylum place now then?
No.
No?
It's not asylum.
No? So, on the way out, I did just ask, said, oh, so is this an asylum place now? After seeing that asylum sign on the door. And blatantly lying, nope, 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 that's all they said.
Open the door, you said. Open the door.
Oh, don't push me, thank you. So, I am leaving, as he asked me to leave. So there's no chance of it becoming aggravated trespass whatsoever. So there's no breach of the peace off me. And I just stopped to have a look at this notice board. And as you could see, the woman in the grey top physically put hands on me and started pushing me to the door because I stopped just to have a quick glance at the notice board, which I'll run that back now so you can see. Oh, don't push me, thank you.
You need to leave, mate.
I'm going.
940 from Atcliffe Police Station.
So here you go. As you can see now, he's pulled out his badge and informed me he's a police officer. He told me his number. I can't remember what it is now, and I can't really hear it that well on the video. But he's from Atcliffe Police Station.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm leaving.
Before there's a breach of the peace.
So as you heard him, he says we don't want there to be a breach of the peace. There was no breach of the peace from me, so I was always calm, polite, didn't swear. The only thing that would have caused a breach of the peace is the lady in the centre of the screen now, by getting physical and putting hands on when I was leaving, which that could be classed as an assault, which would be the only criminal offence which took place, not just a civil trespass.
That's good. Goodbye.
No worries, thank you.
Cheers,
see you later.
Bye-bye. Thanks very much for that. That's great.
Yeah,
Thanks for the answer. Cheers.
So it is. It is an asylum seeker place. And they do have police inside as well. So, the woman pushed me to get me out, which is fair enough, they let me in. So it's not an asylum place apparently, but it is. So that's not what I want. But it's a nice old building. They've got cameras up. There's no signage saying student accommodation, but so it is an asylum seeker hotel, and that's all we're going to get from that one. So that's another location in the city of Sheffield. This isn't there. I think with the thing at the bottom, that's a different location, that's a different property. So that is another location where they are housing migrants, they're housing individuals and families in that one. And as I said, it is families and individuals. If it is individual males, this is a highly populated student area, and if they are allowed to go out on an evening, there might be some intoxicated students walking about after they've been for a night out. And there's been a lot of reports in the news and media about the people living in these types of places not being able to keep their hands to themselves. So I think it is quite important to document these facilities in these built-up areas. That's only a short one on that one. When you get a look at the notice boards, it was saying about asylum on the posters, as you can see on, if you pause the video. So, as I said, they have a police officer inside in plain clothes. They asked me to leave if I was a breach of the peace. The only breach of the peace was the lady pushing me. So, we'll end that one there. But that is another hidden location in Sheffield. So, thanks for watching.